Which came first in history? Some of these are easy, and some are sneaky. Let's dive in and see if you're a true historian. Question 1. Which came first? The Declaration of Independence or the U.S. Constitution? You have 3 seconds. Think quickly. And no, they're not the same. What is the right answer? Time's up. The answer is the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence was written and signed in 1776 for the American Revolution. And the U.S. Constitution was signed in 1787. Off to the next one. Question 2. Which came first? The Wright brothers' first flight or the Titanic sinking? You have 3 seconds. The ship that was unsinkable or flying for the first time? Time's up. The answer is the Wright brothers' first flight. The Wright brothers' first flight occurred in 1903, while the Titanic sank in 1912. If you knew this one, smash that like button. Question 3. Which came first? The California Gold Rush or the Civil War? You have 3 seconds. Rushing to find gold or the fight between the North and the South? Time's up. The answer is the California Gold Rush. The California Gold Rush was from 1848 to 1855. The Civil War was from 1861 to 1865. Did you know that one? Test your history skills with the next one. Question 4. Which came first? The invention of the telephone or the invention of the light bulb? You have 3 seconds. Both amazing inventions, but one was first. Which one is it? Time's up. The answer is the telephone. The telephone came first, being patented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. Think on that while you try the next question. Question 5. Which came first? The Boston Tea Party or Paul Revere's famous ride? You have 3 seconds. I hope all of you from Massachusetts know this answer well. Time's up. The answer is the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party happened first on December 16, 1773. Paul Revere didn't write until the night of April 18, 1775. What a crazy time it was in the 1770s, huh? I mean, 1776 right around the corner. If you've got at least 3 questions right, you're doing well. Keep it up and finish strong. Question 6. Which came first? World War I or the Great Depression? You have 3 seconds. The Great Depression started with the stock market crash. Was that before or after World War I? Time's up. The answer is World War I. The First World War took place from 1914 to 1918, whereas the Great Depression began in 1929. You know, my grandparents lived through the Great Depression. What a wild time. Could it happen again? You're almost halfway. Question 7. Which came first? The Statue of Liberty or the Eiffel Tower? You have 3 seconds. Both French. But which one was first? Time's up. The answer is the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was completed in France in 1884, shipped to the United States in 1885, and officially dedicated on October 28, 1886. The Eiffel Tower was completed for the Universal Exposition of 1889. So cool. Question 8. Which came first? Alaska becoming a state or Hawaii becoming a state? You have 3 seconds. Now, the trick is, they were both in 1959, but one came first. Time's up. The answer is Alaska. Alaska became a state on January 3, 1959, and Hawaii became a state on August 21, 1959. The first state joined the Union in 1787, the last in 1959. Quite a stretch. That means Alaska and Hawaii are only 67 years old. So young. Question 9. Which came first? The printing press or Columbus's voyage to the Americas? You have 3 seconds. Christopher Columbus or sharing written words? What could the answer be? Time's up. The answer is the printing press. The printing press was invented by Johannes Gutenberg circa 1450. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. Smash that like button if you love historical trivia.
Okay. Time out, Willow. Since when do you get to do the history quiz? That's my thing. So, you've done enough. I'll take it from here. Question 10. Which came first? Which of these presidents came first? Thomas Jefferson or Andrew Jackson? You have 3 seconds. Do you know the order of the presidents? There are a few to definitely know about. Time's up. The answer is Thomas Jefferson, our third president. Jefferson was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence and a leading proponent of democracy, republicanism, and natural rights. Question 11. Which came first? Which philosopher was first? Plato or Aristotle? You have 3 seconds. Both brought forth concepts and ideas that still ring true today. Time's up. The answer is Plato. Plato was first. He was born around 428 to 423 BCE and was the teacher of Aristotle, who was born later, around 384 BCE. I could never imagine having either of them as a teacher. Question 12. Which came first, the Middle Ages or the Renaissance? You have 3 seconds. Ooh, this is quite a history question. Which one is older? Time's up. The answer is the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages came first, starting around the 5th century and ending somewhere around the 15th century. The Renaissance followed, beginning in the 14th century in Italy and spreading across Europe by the 16th century. A few more questions to go. Question 13. Which came first? Charles Dickens or William Shakespeare? You have 3 seconds. 2 great writers. 2 influential men in the world of written language. Time's up. The answer is William Shakespeare. He was of the Elizabethan era and died almost 250 years before Charles Dickens arrived in the Victorian era. Comment below your favorite work from either author. I like Macbeth and Great Expectations. Question 14. Which came first, Pearl Harbor or D-Day? You have 3 seconds. 2 big moments in history. Both changed the course of the war. Time's up. The answer is Pearl Harbor. The Japanese surprise attack on Pearl Harbor brought the United States into World War II in 1941. D-Day didn't happen until 1944. Question 15. Which came first, Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech or Rosa Parks' ride on the bus? You have 3 seconds. More important moments in time. Both were catalysts to bring on change. Time's up. The answer is Rosa Parks' ride on the bus. Rosa refused to give up her seat on December 1, 1955, which led to her arrest. Martin Luther King Jr.'s most famous I Have a Dream speech came on August 28, 1963, at the March on Washington. Question 16. Which came first, or more like who came first, Mahatma Gandhi or Napoleon Bonaparte? You have 3 seconds. A French emperor or civil rights activist? Time's up. The answer is Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon lived from 1769 to 1821. Gandhi lived from 1869 to 1948. 2 influential minds from different times. Question 17. Which came first, Lewis and Clark's expedition or Johnny Appleseed? You have 3 seconds. All were frontier men. They were all involved in the 1800s. Time's up. The answer is Johnny Appleseed, born as John Chapman. He was in the Ohio Valley in 1800, and the expedition of Lewis and Clark started in 1804. Question 18. Which came first, Egyptian Empire or Persian Empire? You have 3 seconds. Both occurred before Common Era. One founded in Egypt, one founded in Iran. Time's up. The answer is the Egyptian Empire. The Egyptian Empire lasted 473 years and ending in 1077 BC. The Persian Empire lasted 128 years and ended around 550 BC. Super cool history facts. Did any of these surprise you? Smash that like button if you got over 10 correct. Subscribe to Quiz Zia for more historical trivia.